A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I want A plus English because it's so much fun. English education for you and everyone, so come along. Learn some grammar, learn a phrase, learn something new every day. Learn the A plus way. Hey, it's time to start the show. Are you ready? Good, 'cause here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I want A plus English.
Hello everyone, welcome to A Plus English. I'm Mike.
And I'm Lego Master Laura.
You are a Lego
自己
Master
说
Laura. You're almost a Dane. You're almost a Danish person
I
from
like
Denmark.
that.
We've been learning about second cities and we focused on the country of Denmark, but not the capital city. Remember, we were in Aarhus, the second city, the second biggest city in Denmark, and discovering that it's a great place to go, even if it's not quite as famous. Also, fewer tourists, so a lot easier to have a good time there. And one of the things we mentioned, Aarhus has a lot of our museums.
Yeah.
So our warm-up question is about those places that many tourists do try to visit. When did you last visit a museum and where did you go?
Wrong person to ask. You should ask Tiffany.
Okay.
She goes to lots of museums
ask
all the
me.
time. Oh, can I ask you?
Sure.
Yeah. When did you last go to a museum? Where did you go?
Oh, well, thanks for asking me, Laura. I'm glad you're interested. The last museum I went to was actually a really interesting one. I think a lot of people watching this would like it. If you're ever in the city of Victoria in Canada, it's near Vancouver.
Okay.
It's a great place to go whale watching. We saw killer whales, we saw dolphins, we saw humpback whales. But in the city, there is a very cool, interesting little miniature museum.
Oh,
and you go in, and it has these cool big glass cases with little models and little trains and little cities.
You like miniature
stuff. It was pretty cool. And they had scenes from Canadian history. They had scenes from World War II. They had scenes from American history. They had airplanes, cars, as I said, trains, all sorts of stuff.
I'm going to Canada,
it's
Victoria.
Fun for kids and grown-ups and everyone. And it takes about, 30 minutes, 40 minutes to kind of walk through carefully. And we had a nice time. So the Victoria Museum of Miniatures or Miniature Museum.
袖珍迷你博物馆.
You won't be disappointed.
There's another miniature museum here in Taiwan.
Yes, there is.
Well.
That's right.
It's super tiny. And I went there to interview.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. I've never been there. My mom came to visit one year and she was bored. I was working. She went there. So my mom's
I did an interview.
But not
a
me.
video.
So yeah. Miniature
Anyways,
museums can be lots of fun.
大家可以去看台湾也有。
Second largest cities shine. Aarhus is calling you. Warm-up question. When did you last visit a museum? Where did you go?
Aarhus has many popular sites. One of them is the Aarhus Art Museum. It's one of the biggest museums in the north of Europe. You can see many works of art and art installations inside. Also, don't miss the special rainbow panorama at the top of the museum. You can walk around and appreciate the city in different colors.
All right, let's find out more about Aarhus. It says Aarhus has many popular sites. We've already talked about a few of them, but let's check out another one. One of them is the Aarhus Art Museum. I hope I said that right. And again, apologies to anyone from Denmark if we're saying these places wrong. A-R-O-S, that's Aarhus. And the city, of course, is Aarhus. And it's the art museum. I think you could probably just go. Many people in Denmark speak English, so that's already helpful.
That's good.
You could probably just go and say, "Where's the art museum?" And they would probably know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and I heard like, oh, this is like so old school. Cool, okay. 所以奥胡斯艺术博物馆哦，它是创建于1859年，它共有10层楼哦，然后馆藏横跨18世纪至当代。So it was built in 1859 and has 10 floors.
10 floors.
Yeah, 每层展区呢，就是他们展现了独特风格跟多元的艺术作品。Each floor feels like a new adventure with art from the 700s to today.
The 1700s.
Oh, 1700s to today. It's one of the biggest museums in the north of Europe.
Sounds pretty
Okay,
great.
so I'm going to teach you a little bit of grammar here because they use this grammar point.
please do.
Okay, 最高级的组合用法就是 one of the， 然后加最高级跟复数名词，它就是表示 one of 就是其中之一，所以这个用法就是来表示强调某个事物在一群同类的事物中非常突出，但并不是唯一的突出，它是其中之一的啦。例如 ，This is one of the funniest movies I've ever watched。这是我看过最有趣的电影之一。Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Back to the article. You can see many works of art and art installations inside. So not just normal art that you might expect. Paintings hanging on a wall. Art installations are sort of 3D art that you can walk in, walk around. Sometimes you can even touch and interact with. So that will be sort of more old traditional art hanging on the wall and much more modern art in this art installation form. They have it all.
I want to go.
Okay,
Art
you will.
installation 就是装置艺术，你可以在里面看到许多艺术品跟装置艺术。There's something for everyone, from fancy old paintings to funky modern pieces.
And everything in between. Also, don't miss the special rainbow panorama at the top of the museum. Okay, I don't know what that is, but I want to see it.
I will tell you more. Panorama 就是全景，所以千万别错过博物馆顶楼的特别彩虹全景。It sounds super magical. I'd love to take selfies there and see the whole city in rainbow colors. It's like being in a real-life fantasy world.
Yeah, and you don't even need a rainstorm to make the rainbow. It's there all the time. And you can walk around and appreciate the city in different colors. Wouldn't that be a very
Do they have
interesting
pink?
thing? Well,
Okay.
pink's not really in the rainbow.
Yeah, okay, true. 你可以走走逛逛，并且从不同的颜色来欣赏这个城市。Okay, I'll stay in the yellow one.
Okay.
Okay, that's my favorite color.
Aarhus is also famous for its art festival, the Aarhus Festu. This festival takes place from late August to early September. It lasts for 10 days. During the festival, the whole city turns into an art stage. You can enjoy music, movies, plays, dances, and more.
All right, let's find out about another thing that you might want to check out. This, though, is an art festival. This might actually be, you might want to be careful, right?
Okay.
Because festivals like this might not go on all the time. So if you really want to go, do plan your trip well. But Aarhus is also famous for its art festival, the Aarhus Festu.
Ooh, that's
I hope I
probably
said that right.
that's probably festival
Yes.
in Danish,
Kinda
right?
looks like it. Fest.
Okay.
Yeah. Big party.
奥胡斯节就是 Aarhus Festu，每3年哦，所以你们要去之前要先查那一年有没有会展开一个新的主题。So this is like a big party for the whole city.
Wow.
So every 3 years, so check it out so you don't go there and go, oops, there's not this festival now. There's a new theme. Oh, there's a new theme. Okay, 2023年至2025年的主题是什么呢？是 Mind the Gap， 留意间隙。它是在呼吁人们除了节日期间，更应在日常生活中关注城市和社会中正在发展的各种新变化。好有深度哦。So from 2023 to 2025.
Okay.
Oh, okay, so they have it. Yeah. The theme is Mind the Gap, which asks people to think about changes in their city and community, not just during the festival, but every day.
Every
so
day.
meaningful.
Be very mindful of these things.
Yeah, would you
yes.
like to join in an art festival like this
Sure,
one?
of course. They're always interesting. You'll get to see wonderful things
You
you've
can go
never
with Tiffany.
seen and experienced before. And these festivals often, they have music, they have entertainment, they might have theater performances, they might have areas where there's food and free concerts and stuff. So even if you're not really into whatever the theme of the festival is, if you go down, I'm sure you'll be able to spend a lovely afternoon
I am
or two.
going.
And you might even see some really cool stuff you've never experienced before.
Yes.
So do keep an open mind. Try these things out, and I'm sure
would.
you will not be bored. It says this festival takes place from late August to early September, people. All right, so it doesn't run for very long, and this is in the sort of the warm end of summer season. But yes, if you're going to go there in April or May or October, you might miss out on the festival. So do plan your trip carefully.
Well, I'm planning my trip, so I did Google this.
Yep.
Okay, so I checked. 在2015年举办时间是8月29跟9到9月7日. So note that down. It will happen from August 29th to September 7th.
Okay.
And maybe you'll even see some surprising art or fun street shows during the festival. I checked this out.
There you go.
我真的很想去.
It doesn't last for very long. It lasts for 10 days or it goes for 10 days. It is 10 days long. So yeah, your travel and your trip plan would be important. And I guess also maybe getting a hotel in the city at that time might be harder.
It might be expensive.
Because more people are going and stuff. So, you do want to be careful to make sure you're not disappointed. But yes, it lasts for 10 days or it goes on for 10 days.
Last 在这里是当作持续的意思，它是一个动词哦。For example, the movie lasted 2 hours, but I wish it was longer because it was so fun. It's that movie Interstellar.
Oh, that's more like 3
No,
and a
that's
half
3
hours.
hours actually.
That's
Okay,
very long.
sorry.
The longer the movie lasts,
I love the
more
movie,
I
though.
have to pee. All right, back to the article. During the festival, the whole city turns into an art stage. You can enjoy music, movies, plays, dances, and more. You want me to say that again? You can enjoy music, movies, plays,
like your
dances, and more. It does sound pretty good. And I'm sure there's a lot of other stuff that you would also enjoy. Like I mentioned, food stalls and, international cooking and whatnot. So yeah, there'll be lots of stuff to do and lots of things to keep you occupied.
Okay, stage of course 就是舞台的意思。所以如果你们就算不喜欢就是可能有关就是 art 的话，拜托还是要继续看。Like what Mike said, 它可能现场有很多东西哦。So which do you prefer more? I hate asking this, but music, movies, or plays, and why? If you, I know you love them all, but
if I had to pick 3, I'd pick music, music, and music. Probably. But no, I really like movies. I like good movies. I love plays. Every time I go on holiday, I try to catch a play wherever I am. But my biggest passion and my longest love has been music.
Okay, mine would be movies.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you can have movies with good music too.
Yeah,
That's
I was
even better.
Say even like plays with music, like a musical.
A musical too,
Yeah.
Sure, or ballet.
刚刚是不是太欢乐？有认真在听单字吗？其中我们提到的 work 是当作作品哦，它是一个名词，像是 work of art 就是艺术品。For example, I made a cool painting in art class, and my teacher called it a great work, masterpiece. 我在美术课画了一幅很酷的画，老师说这是太棒的作品。其实我是随便乱画的。Anyways, work of art 就是艺术品啦。For example, that sculpture in the park is a real work of art. It's shaped like a giant donut. 你没有听错，公园里那个雕塑真的是一座艺术品，长得很像一个超大的甜甜圈。单词例句提到的是 Vincent van Gogh created many works in his life. Today, people can see them in museums around the world. 文森梵谷或是梵谷也可以，一生创造了许多作品，现今人们可以在博物馆欣赏它们。再来就是 top 当作名词来用哦，就是顶部。We climbed to the top of the treehouse and felt like the kings of the world. I'm the king of the world. 是里奥纳多在呼喊吗？我们爬到树屋的顶部，感觉像是世界之王。单词例句提到是 There's a strawberry on top of the cake. 蛋糕顶端有一颗草莓，我要吃掉它。OK， 再来是 color。就是颜色啦，这是名词。I love the color of this candy. It's so bright and happy. 我好喜欢这个糖果的颜色，超亮眼又很快乐，像我一样哦。 再来就是单字例句 ，Peter likes bright colors like yellow, orange, and red. 哇 ，Peter 喜欢的颜色都很亮诶，就是黄色啊、橘色跟红色哦。那 take place 这个片语就是举办，注意 take 的动词三态 take, took, taken. For example, the school fair will take place on Saturday. Don't forget to bring snacks. 哇哦，学校的这个有点像园游会啊、嘉年会会在这个星期六举办，别忘了带零食来，我超爱的。单词例句提到是 Jenny's birthday party will take place next Saturday. 是 Blackpink 的 Jenny 吗？那我可以去吗？ Jenny 的生日派对会在下周六举办。再来我们看到的片语是 turn into， 就是使什么变成什么什么。I turned my old socks into puppets. It's so fun to play with them. 我把旧袜子变成了布偶，因为它有破洞了，玩起来超有趣。再来，另外这个也很酷。The magician turned the rabbit into a bouquet of flowers. Magic. 魔术师把兔子变成了一束花，怎么做到的呢
Review time.
All right, we have a little bit of time to do a review, so let's do that review. Before we get into it, though, it'll be hard. No, it won't be too hard. We're going to go over the words. Work. Remember, that was work like a noun, like a work of art. Okay, an artwork or a work of art. We also had the word top, we had the word color, and we had a phrase there, take place. So we're going to play a quick game of fill in the blanks. Are you
You're
ready?
going to make it really hard.
Are you ready to play fill in the blanks?
Okay.
Last weekend, an art festival blank at a local museum.
Took place.
I'm not done yet.
Oh, okay.
At the blank of the museum, there was a huge blank of many blanks.
There's at the top of the museum.
Yes, last weekend, an art festival
took place.
Very good. And at the blank
top of the museum,
at the top of the museum, there was a huge blank
work of art or work
made up of many
colors.
Many colors, yay!
我刚刚很认真听。
That was gonna be that.
跟你讲，麦都很喜欢考死我。
You win a Danish.
Cookie?
Yeah, no, like a little,
okay.
little pastry. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
But not in Denmark. I'll just buy it for you here.
Okay, no, I'd love one.
Cheap. All right, guys, thanks for joining us. Maybe we'll see you in Aarhus, or maybe we'll see you back here soon, or maybe we'll see you both. That would be great. Take care. Bye-bye. And do you know how to say goodbye in Danish?
Okay, no.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Is it just bye-bye?
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye. 还喜欢今天的内容吗？记得按赞、订阅、开启小铃铛，你就不会错过任何的精彩内容了。Bye.
Bye.